I hate TikTok so much, man. YouTube, you need to get your shit together for real, man. You need to get your shit together like right now because your live platform is so inferior to TikTok in basically every way. I thought y'all were trying to compete. How you gonna let a Chinese company overtake y'all? How you do that? YouTube, come on, man. What's good? It's your boy, the Ultimate Rage, coming back with yet another live. We in the no cap zone. We have a strict dress code here. Knock it off with that capping nonsense. The only cap that will be allowed around these parts is your thinking cap. Otherwise, miss me with that nonsense, miss me with that capping shit, miss me with that fake shit, miss me with that goofy shit, miss me with that nonsense. Move around with it. So, this is the weekly wrap up. We're going to talk about what we talked about and how preposterous the world is. How preposterous the world has been, how preposterous American society has been, how American politics has pretty much become preposterously disgusting and totally fucking like just a joke, a clown show, a shit show. All right? So make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, turn on the notification bell, check out all my links. The links are available on my profile. Go follow all my accounts. Go fucking follow me on TikTok, even though I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't stand TikTok. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God. It pisses me off. But, let's get to it. So we had the presidential debate earlier this week. Me and Silk were watching it together. And mind you, I'm somebody, I hate watching these debates because they're pathetic. It's a shit show, a clown show. It's nonsensical. It's a joke. These are the people vying to be the leaders of America, and yet these fools don't be knowing a damn thing about what they talked about. And the ideas that they have to present are preposterously just ridiculous. Like, I mean, as in, they don't actually help anything. They don't discuss big ideas. At all. In fact, they barely talked about policy. It was a bunch of mudslinging back and forth, a whole bunch of, oh, well, this, that, the third. When he was president, he did this. Well, she's vice president right now, and she ain't do this, that, the third. But they don't talk about policies that actually matter. They don't, what up, my guy? They don't talk about the fucking, okay, so I'm talking about, when we were watching the fucking debates, fam. They barely talked about policy at all. They definitely didn't talk about the most important issues facing humanity today. I ain't hear no talk about homelessness, hunger, abuse, corruption. They barely talked about climate change. The moderator brought it up, and I don't even remember what they said about it at all. Because what they said wasn't worth remembering. Because they don't treat this issue as a real issue, as one of the most important, if not the most important, existential threat to human society today. How are these our candidates for president? And why are people so content to pretend like this makes sense? It was a shame. It was a goddamn shame. And the fact that people are walking around talking about, oh, she won the debate or he won the debate. We lost the debate. We all lost the debate. Because this shit is goofy ass nonsense. These are supposed to be the leaders of America, and they barely gave us a vision for what they would do to make America actually great. They didn't discuss all the major issues. They didn't talk about what their vision is. They didn't give us a vision for what America should be and what their impact should be. Okay, you're going to improve border security, even though my real question is, why do we even look at ourselves as that, as having borders, when we are a global world now? We're so interconnected with the internet and all these different things. Why do we have to make things so difficult, right? And more importantly, what are they talking about in terms of how they're going to improve humanity as a whole? How they're going to solve America's constant fucking potentially failing economy. In fact, every year, annually, it's like a new holiday. The threat of a government shutdown every year. Oh my God, the government might shut down. The trolls. Of course, the trolls came out strong. Of course they did. You weren't here yesterday. You didn't see what was going on yesterday, fam. Please believe after yesterday, the trolls were definitely going to come out strong. That's what they do, right? Because, see, when it comes to telling the truth, the haters are going to jump on it and disseminate their bullshit on a constant basis and spew their nonsense on a regular basis. That's one of the reasons why it's so hard to make progress as a human society. We have so many trolls among us and you wouldn't even know it. But they out themselves on a constant basis. I don't think people really realize what level of crisis we are in, to the point where you can't even just tell the truth without having to deal with all these naysayers, haters, fucking even the platforms themselves, the media organizations themselves. Nothing happened until I started talking about Democrats and Republicans, particularly Democrats, and how they are actually the greater evil. Right? Because the homie Jen, he fucking said, oh, Democrats don't have critical thinking skills. And I'm like, oh no, they definitely do. See, the shit that they do was by design. They play 3D chess. See, they set up this game where, okay, first of all, they are the ones who helped Trump even become a candidate because they gave him so much free publicity on every media network all over because he was great for ratings. And one thing you know about media, they don't give a shit about nothing but ratings. If they know that some shit's gonna fucking give them ratings, they're gonna fucking, but see, that's not necessarily always true. And you know how I know? Me. I've been able to demonstrate that I could do numbers myself. Which is why they go out of their way to shut me down, because they look at me as a threat. They don't look at Trump as a threat like that. They promote him as such. They promote it because it's easy to promote. Look at Trump. Look at Trump. Oh my God, he's so evil. He's so terrible. He's so horrible. That's why you got to support him. He's going to destroy America. Now look, Trump sucks. But one thing we know about Trump, he is a typical Republican. He's just a loudmouth one. But what has he done that Republicans wouldn't have done? Any Republican. I'm talking about any Republican. The only thing he's done is talk about they're eating dogs. They're eating dogs. You would never see a Republican, any of these quintessential corporate-loving Republicans saying that. But because Trump doesn't go along with the bullshit because he's already rich, he can say whatever he wants. See, these other guys are regular guys. They're not that fucking great, even though Jeb Bush, you know, his brother was president and all that. But see, he's a typical traditional politician. He is a politician through and through. Trump isn't your typical politician. He is a rich kid who decided, you know what? Fuck it. Let's run for president, guys. Because he has the funds. But more importantly, the Dems gave him all the fucking, all the free pub. Seeing what? Look at Trump! Look at Trump! Oh my God! Look at Trump! Oh my God! Is that what you're talking about? Because I definitely see that all over. People that I thought were better than that do that. I showed y'all that video of Elizabeth Warren doing exactly that. I used to think Elizabeth Warren was a progressive stalwart, that she was just this amazing person. She's a typical politician at the end of the day. fucking Seth Meyers, hey, don't you think Democrats need to take responsibility for their role for money invading politics? You know, politics is blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, look at Trump. Oh my God, look at Trump. Oh yeah, of course. Bruh. Soon as he said that shit about the pets, I knew it. I know how this game works. I know how the game works. It was a memeable thing for him to say. It was the one takeaway. NBC jumped on it immediately. NBC, the platform they were debating on, jumped on it immediately. That's how you know that was going to happen. In the fucking in-between advertisers, they're like, yeah, Donald Trump makes baseless claim about migrants eating dogs. I'm like, bruh, come on, man. But see, that's the thing. Now, Democrats are all over that. They're going to probably ride that until the October surprise when they get exposed for their fucking bullshit, whatever the fuck they do. Because, mind you, Democrats are always into some shit. And they love to purport and sell people the idea that they're just above board. They're the greatest. They're the most amazing party. They're the good party. The Republicans are the bad party. But then when you start telling the truth about them, all these weird things start to happen. All these crazy things start to happen. On TikTok, as soon as I start talking about Democrats, all of a sudden, I got not one, but 2 restrictions. That was the first time I seen I got 2 restrictions because they said I was trying to sell drugs or something. I don't know. I was talking about Democrats, Republicans, but they hit me with violation, unregulated goods and substances. What the fuck is that? Hit that like button, by the way. They hit us with that. Then I'm telling people about the motherfuckers. Okay, so check this out. This was amazing. This was insane. All right. So I was talking about how in 2016, during the election, during the fucking during the primaries, not even the general election. Thank you, appreciate it. During the primaries, right? You had the Nevada caucus, and there was all kind of shenanigans that happened at the Nevada caucus. The news media pretty much lied and said, oh, Bernie supporters were throwing chairs. And for the next week, they kept asserting Bernie supporters threw chairs. Bernie supporters threw chairs. And all that happened was that one dude picked up a chair and he put it down. He picked up a chair and put it down. And they reported that as throwing chairs. There's so much wrong with the way that shit was reported. Because first of all, that didn't happen. Like literally nobody threw a chair. But secondly, even if somebody did throw a chair, considering all the shenanigans that happened with them freezing out Bernie supporters and just declaring Hillary as the winner and not giving anybody a platform to contest, yeah, how can you be mad at somebody being mad at the anti-Democrats doing anti-democratic shit? These motherfuckers love to pretend like they are the stalwarts of democracy. They always talk about all the Republicans. They're destroying our democracy. We have to protect our democracy. Well, then why do they do everything anti-democratic? Why are they suing the Green Party to prevent them from getting on the ballot if A, you cared about democracy, and B, you thought that they were not serious? If they're not serious, why are you going out of your way to sue them? Why would you go out of your way to sue a party that is unserious? Weird. I don't know people to sue people just for shits and giggles. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe there's some. Maybe y'all are hip to something I don't know. But that doesn't seem very democratic, and it doesn't seem like something that a party that was so serious would do. Because if you are so great, why are you afraid of competition? If the Green Party is so pathetic and so whack, why go out of your way to stonewall them every chance you can get? I don't understand it. Why don't you let third parties enter the presidential debate? Really weird. I thought y'all cared about democracy. What's that about? I don't know. Maybe somehow that protects democracy. I don't know. Having only 2 parties is totally fucking part of democracy. And now that I mention it, why do Republicans always sue the libertarians to prevent them from getting on the ballot if they care so much about democracy or care so much about this republic? Really weird. I thought y'all were the party of free markets. free market capitalism. So if it's a free market, why are you preventing other parties from getting in the market? Really, 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 really strange. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. I'm just crazy. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. Apparently, protecting democracy means having only two parties, both of which fail miserably, and I mean miserably, at helping us solve the fucking problems that we face as America. Anyway, I got distracted. My bad. So, Nevada caucus 2016. All these shenanigans. Just pretty much shitty reporting. Bernie supporters throwing chairs, even though that literally didn't happen. You can watch the video. You don't see a single chair thrown. But even if there was a chair thrown, so what? So what? People are angry as fuck because some crazy anti-democratic shit happened and nobody got hit, nobody got hurt. You didn't report, oh, somebody got hit and suffered an injury because no, that didn't happen. So this is why I was talking about this is framing. This is what framing is. They try to frame it as if Bernie supporters are just these evil fucking savage people that just don't know what they're doing and they're just mad because they failed even though all this crazy ass bullshit happened. But just repeat, even though we know it's false, just keep repeating, throwing chairs. That same weekend, now this is a doozy. I love it. And this is what I'm talking, and this is when I got hit with this violation, right? So check it out. I'm gonna show y'all exactly what I did on fucking TikTok that got TikTok telling me, oh my God, how dare you? Which shows you exactly why these things happen. So give me a second here. Gotta close a couple tabs because I don't know what the fuck. But check this. This shit is crazy. This happened that same weekend. Alright. So, how many of you have ever watched The Wire? The greatest TV show ever. The greatest TV show of all time, The Wire. Well, if you have not, let me just give you a small little nugget. The Wire is the greatest TV show ever. No debate. Not taking any arguments. It was a show on HBO about pretty much the war on drugs in Baltimore. So, one of the main characters, Detective Bunk, was played by an actor named Wendell Pierce. All right, Wendell Pierce. All right, Wendell Pierce has done a lot of great work. He's actually a great actor. I'm not going to take nothing away from him. But see, the problem with Wendell Pierce also is that he's a shill for the Democratic Party. Yes, why am I bringing him up? What's so important about him? Well, let me show you something. Let me show you something. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Let me show you something. The Wire start, mind you, and this is I don't know if you can see it. CNN. Hold on, let me turn that light off. CNN. This is on CNN. All right? Reported by Lisa Vespers, France, May 17, 2016. The Wire star, Wendell Pierce, arrested after political chat boils over. Arrested, say? He was arrested for what exactly? Well, let me show you. This is Wendell Pierce. If you didn't know, that's Wendell Pierce. Thank you. Thank you so much. Check it out. So right here. Actor Wendell Pierce was arrested in Atlanta over the weekend over an incident stemming from a testy exchange over politics, police said. Pierce, best known for his role as Detective William Bunk Moorman on the hit HBO series The Wire, was detained in Atlanta early Saturday morning, Atlanta Police Department spokesman Donald Hanna said. Pierce was arrested at the Lowe's Atlanta Hotel, where he had been staying as a guest, Hannah said the actor didn't give any indication he was famous and the incident was treated like any other arrest. So, what happened? The police report states that Pierce and his girlfriend met a woman named Maggie Baca and two of her friends in the hotel when both groups of parties began a conversation about politics, which got Mr. Pierce upset. Mrs. Baca stated that Mr. Pierce began to push her, and at this point, her and her friends began to walk to their room. Mrs. Baca stated that Mr. Pierce followed them to their room and stuck his arm in the door and tried to enter the room. The report went on to say that Baca accused Pierce of hitting her in the head and grabbing her hoodie as she and her friends allegedly attempted to push him from getting into the room. Okay? So, damn. Well, why is this important? Why is this important? Why is this important? Well, check it out. Let's go to his Wikipedia, shall we? Let's go to business and philanthropy. But no, let's go to personal life. Check it out. Pierce was a vocal supporter of Hillary Clinton and was on the board of Alliance for a Healthier Generation, a campaign created by the Clinton Foundation. Pierce attended the 2012 Democratic National Convention, was one of President Barack Obama's top campaign fundraisers in 2012, and once escorted Gwen Ifill to a White House state dinner. Pierce announced the ceremonial delegate casting for Louisiana at the 2024 Democratic National Convention. Oh, you mean the Democratic National Convention that happened here in Chicago? But then check it out. The arrest that we just talked about. On Sunday, May 15, 2016, Pierce was arrested and charged with simple battery for an alleged attack against a female Bernie Sanders supporter outside Atlanta Lowe's Hotel. Yeah. And at the point of me reading this, that's when I got the violation on TikTok. Civic and electoral integrity. Now, first of all, I didn't make this up. I didn't just slander somebody and make up a news story. Not only that, I literally showed you the article from CNN. I don't know. They just so happen to be one of the biggest media organizations in the fucking world. Right? CNN. And yesterday, I showed the article from CBS News. Also a huge media conglomerate. So why am I getting a violation for showing you a fucking news report somebody else wrote for a major news organization? I'm just a messenger, okay? All I'm doing is showing you the information. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. But see, the thing about the story, it wasn't heavily reported. Even though it was reported, even though it was covered by all these media organizations, it wasn't heavily covered as much as that fucking Bernie Sanders supporters throwing chairs. They were throwing chairs. They talked about that every day for the next, 2 weeks or some shit. And they kept saying it. Even after they figured out that, no, it wasn't thrown, they kept saying it anyway. They kept saying it. All the news reports, they would say, throwing chairs, throwing chairs, throwing chairs. And this is what the game is. This is the game. Right? So basically what I was saying was, Democrats know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. They do this shit on purpose. They set this game up on purpose. They put Trump in place because they thought, okay, Trump is clearly a celebrity. He's clearly not a serious guy. He's clearly a clown. But if they build him up, right, then it'll be so easy to beat him because he's so obviously obnoxious and goofy. Clearly people won't take him seriously. Clearly people will want to support Hillary. Clearly she has it in the back. And so she used the media to try to manipulate people as much as possible. Okay. As an example, first of all, what do you know? The Democrats institute a system of super delegates, ironically, in the year 1984. Now, what's significant about 1984? I can't quite put my finger on it. Anywho, but why would they do that? Why would they institute a system of super delegates? I will tell you. It is so they can create this game. They create this game, right? Where, mind you, matter of fact, before I even go there, what the hell is a super delegate? What is a super delegate? What the fuck am I talking about? Super delegate. In American politics, a superdelegate is a delegate to a presidential nominating convention who is seated automatically. In Democratic national conventions, superdelegates describe informal party rules as the party leaders and elected official category make up slightly under 15% of all convention delegates, okay? So, what does that mean? What exactly does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? What am I talking about? What is that talking about? What that means is that these are party elites, governors, senators, mayors, former presidents, former presidential candidates, the cream of the crop of the fucking Democratic Party, the anti-Democratic Party. So what they do is they have these super delegates, and what they didn't mention in that is that the value of their vote is more than regular delegates, okay? That's first of all. Second of all, they use super delegates as a method for framing, all right? Framing. See, here's the thing. Super delegates don't vote until the national convention, the anti-democratic national convention, right? But all through the primaries, they are used to help promote the elitist presidential candidate. In this case, Hillary Clinton. To say, look, she's got all these super delegates in the bag. She's got 142, and Bernie Sanders only has 12. See, that's why he's not a serious candidate. So, the whole point is, they use a patsy, a grassroots patsy, like a Bernie Sanders, like a fucking Jesse Jackson. They use these patsies to rile up the base, to rile up the more how do you want to say, the more ideal, the further left of the party, right? People like us. People like us that think, oh, Bernie Sanders, he's got a good chance. They use him to rile us up, right? Then they do all these shenanigans to silence and suppress and sabotage the Patsy's campaign as much as possible, slander them in many cases. And then once the Patsy loses, the Patsy then tries his best to transfer all his supporters to the elitist. That's the game. That's the game. But unfortunately for Hillary, it didn't work. She went way too fucking hard playing this game instead of actually trying to sell herself, her ideas to the American public. In fact, she did the opposite. She pretty much repelled people. So much so that even the electors turned on her, which is how Donald Trump won in the first place. Many of the electors that were originally touted to support her flipped and said, you know what, I'd rather go vote for a can of paint than vote for her. Oh yeah, and then there were these 2 FBI investigations that occurred as a result of her having a non-encrypted private server in her home that she was using to conduct official government business. Right? Now, if she was just some lady just in fucking the crib with an unencrypted private server, it wouldn't be a big deal. But considering the fact that she was the Secretary of State, the Secretary of State, she is tasked with dealing with the most sensitive documents in all of America. Top secret, top secret. She gets all the top secret shit. So by having an unencrypted private server, she put, and then using her personal computer for conducting official government business, she puts that data at risk of interception. Which is how we came to find out about how the Clinton Foundation was selling weapons to foreign nations and shit like that. Yeah, not very presidential of you, Hillary. Kind of partly to blame for why you lost. Can't be having issues like that. The same shit that Trump did, the same shit that Biden did too. But see, the problem with Hillary and Biden when it comes to this issue, they were fucking lawyers. They were lawyers. Who better to know the law than lawyers? They should know that this is not lawful, that this is in fact against the law. Multiple laws. 18 U.S. Code subsection 793, 18 U.S. Code subsection 1924, 18 U.S. Code subsection 2071. All of these things deal with how you handle classified data. Violating these laws results in a $10,000 fine, a prison term of upwards of 10 years, or both. Now, how is it that some random dude, some random nobody from the south side of Chicago knows the law better than lawyers? How the fuck does that make sense? How does that make sense? How does that make any sense that I, some dude, knows the law better than people who practice law, and not only practice law, became senators and helped make the laws, a fucking president and the presidential candidate as Secretary of State? Check it out. 18 U.S. Code subsection 793. Gathering, transmitting, or losing defense information. Whoever, for the purpose of obtaining information respecting the national defense, with intent or reason to believe that the information is to be used to the injury of the United States or to the advantage of any foreign nation, goes upon, enters, flies over, or otherwise obtains information concerning any vessel, aircraft, work of defense, navy yard, naval station, submarine base, fueling station, fort, battery, torpedo station, dockyard, canal, railroad, arsenal, camp, factory, mine, telegraph, telephone, wireless, or signal station, building, office, research laboratory, or station, or other place connected with the national defense, owned or constructed or in progress of construction by the United States, or under the control of the United States, or any of its officers, departments, or agencies, or within the exclusive jurisdiction of the United States, or any place in which any vessel, aircraft, arms, munitions, or other materials. Okay, blah 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 blah. Okay, you get that. You see that. All right? See that. Blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna read this whole shit, but you get the picture. You get the picture. All right. So they say, if two or more persons conspire to violate any of the foregoing provisions of the section, and one or more of such persons do any to affect the object of the conspiracy, each of the parties to such conspiracy shall be subject to the punishment provided for the offense which is the object of such conspiracy. Any person convicted of a violation of this section shall forfeit to the United States, irrespective of any provision of state law, any property constituting or derived from, any proceeds the person obtained directly or indirectly, from any foreign government or any faction of party or military or naval force within the foreign country, whether recognized or unrecognized by the United States, and as the result of such violation. For the purposes of this subsection, the term state includes a state of the United States, the District of Columbia, and any Commonwealth territory or possession of the United States. The court Hold on. The court, in imposing sentence on a defendant for a conviction of a violation of this section, shall order that the defendant forfeit to the United States all property described in paragraph 1 of this subsection. Blah, 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 blah. You get the fucking deal. All right. So that was just 793. But then there's 1924 and 2071 that pretty much are about the same thing. This is what I'm talking about. See, I don't just say shit. Okay? I don't just say shit. I don't just make shit up. I don't just make claims that sound cute. No, I tell you the fucking facts. I show it to you. I show you. I don't just make some claim. Alright? I fucking show y'all. I show you. So, here's, matter of fact, I lied. I'm going to show you. 18 U.S. And mind you, this is Cornell Law School. Cornell Law School, okay? 18 U.S. Code, subsection 1924. Unauthorized removal and retention of classified documents or material. All right? Whoever being an officer, employee, contractor, or consultant of the United States, and by virtue of his or her office, employment, position, or contract, becomes possessed, or her or jur, whatever pronoun you want to go by, becomes possessed of documents or materials containing classified information of the United States, knowingly removes such documents or materials without authority and with the intent to retain such documents or materials at an authorized location, shall be fined under this title or imprisoned for not more than 5 years or both. God damn it. In this section, the term classified information of the United States means information originated, owned, or possessed by the United States government concerning the national defense or foreign relations of the United States that has been determined pursuant to law or executive order to require protection against unauthorized disclosure in the interests of national security. Okay? All right? See what I'm saying? Oh, let me show you again in case you missed it. Cornell Law School. Cornell Law School. Okay? You know, Cornell, the fucking institution, the university, the well-respected, high-level college, university, whatever the fuck. Alright? So I didn't just make it up. I ain't just saying shit just to be saying it. I'm showing you. I'm showing you. So I make it clear that what I'm saying is the truth. So then check it out. 2071. Concealment, removal, or mutilation generally. What the hell does that mean? You talking about a serial killer? No. Check it out. Whoever willfully and unlawfully conceals, removes, mutilates, obliterates, or destroys, or attempts to do so, or with intent to do so, takes and carries away any record, proceeding, map, book, paper, document, or other thing filed or deposited with any clerk or officer of any court of the United States, or in any public office, or with any judicial or public officer of the United States, shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 3 years, or both. Whoever, having the custody of any such record, proceeding, map, book, document, paper, or other thing, willfully and unlawfully conceals, removes, mutilates, obliterates, falsifies, or destroys the same shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 3 years, or both, and shall forfeit his or her or juror or whatever pronoun you want to go by office and be disqualified from holding any office under the United States. As used in this subsection, the term office does not include the office held by any person as a retired officer of the armed forces of the United States. Yeah. Cornell Law School. I didn't go to Cornell. I didn't go to any law school. So how the fuck do I, some guy from the South Side of the Shine, can open your eyes to the laws that they hide? But a lawyer doesn't know that. A lawyer who learned the law, who passed the bar exam, who not only practices law, but then becomes a lawmaker, literally directly influences the law. How do they not know the law? Isn't that their fucking job? Is it a lawyer's job to fucking know the law? Is it a lawmaker's job to make the law? So how the fuck do you not know the laws that you study and that you make? What the hell are we talking about? What the fuck are we doing, fam? TikTok hates it that I do this. That I show y'all facts, data from major organizations, well-known organizations. No, I didn't pull it from such and such's blog. I didn't get this from Republican, Schmubbican, Belubbican, Trump, MAGA, nothing. Nothing. I'm just a well-informed individual trying to help my fellow Americans. I'm trying to help my fellow Americans be well-informed citizens too. Is that such a bad thing? Yes, it is. It's horrible for the powers that be for you to be an informed citizen, because if you know something, you might decide, hey, let's fucking see how we can get these goofies the fuck out of here. They don't want that. They hate that. They hate me telling you the truth, showing you my work. I don't just make it up. I could just say it, right? I could have just said, yeah, 1924, 793, 2071. You could have just said that, and you could have just taken my word for it or not. You could have been like, nah, this dude's goofy. I don't know what you're talking about. But I show you, right? I don't just say it because it sounds cute. I don't just say it because, I just feel like, no, I'm showing you what exactly it is. TikTok don't be liking that. Social media don't like that. The Democrats, the anti-Democrats, they definitely don't like that. They hate it when you demonstrate facts that don't paint them in a good light, because they have to frame themselves as the saviors of America, that they are the greatest party of all time, that they are the good guys, and those evil Republicans, well, they're evil. They're the bad guys. They're trying to destroy us, and they're destroying our democracy. They're totally schmodally destroying our democracy. And yet, Biden and Hillary violated all of these laws, including Trump, right? That's why I don't pick a side, because that's why, yes, both sides suck. Sorry to break it to you. Both sides suck. I know that you liberals hate that argument. You can't stand it. You can't stand it. You can't stand it. You try to make fun of it all you want. You try to fucking make jokes. You try to fucking be smug and condescending and acting like I'm so crazy. But then when I show you, oh, check this out. 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 God damn it, you fucking motherfucker. Why the FBI let Hillary Clinton off the hook by Time magazine. Why they left her off the hook. In the highly unusual public statement Tuesday morning, FBI Director James Comey said Hillary Clinton and her aides may have violated the law in using a private email server when she was Secretary of State, but that their actions didn't warrant criminal charges. What? In this year-long investigation of how government secrets got onto the server, Comey said the FBI found evidence of potential violations of the statutes regarding the handling of classified information. But, he said, we are expressing to the Justice Department our view that no charges are appropriate in this case. What the fuck is that shit? The hell is that? Wait, you found evidence of potential violations. The very violations I just showed y'all. 18 U.S. Code subsection 793. 18 U.S. Code subsection 1924. 18 U.S. Code subsection 2071. They found evidence, but they don't want to bring charges. You don't know what that's about, man. See, if it was Chelsea Manning, they would have brought charges. If it was Thomas Drake, they would have brought charges. If it was Daniel Ellsberg, R.I.P., they would have brought charges. Oh, but when it's Hillary Clinton, oh no, we can't do it. She's too big to jail. Too big to jail. Oh, check this out. What you need to know about the Biden classified documents report and the fallout. Hold on. NPR. You know, news, public radio, whatever the fuck. Yeah. President Biden speaks at the White House on Thursday as he sought to emphasize his cooperation with the investigation and defended his fitness for office, which is why they forced him to drop out the fucking race, right? A year-long investigation into President Biden's handling of classified material will not result in any charges. Special counsel Robert Hur concluded in his report that the evidence investigators uncovered falls short of proof beyond a reasonable doubt that Biden willfully retained and disclosed classified materials. But see, as I stated yesterday, words matter. Words matter. Words matter. See, the whole thing about the Hillary Clinton situation, this situation, and the Trump situation, it's irrelevant whether they willfully did it or not, because there's this other word that the law is supposed to also encapsulate. What is that word? Negligence. Negligence. Which means even if you don't do it on purpose, the fact that you were negligent, leaving documents bandied about. Oh, I forgot. I had the fucking top secret fucking memo from the motherfucking goddamn Senate, from the motherfucking Secretary of State, whatever. I just left it at the crib on the fucking coffee table. You don't have to purposely, willfully retain and disclose classified materials. Just leaving it out for somebody to possibly walk by and see is a problem. And your job as, I don't know, the fucking president or a senator, governor, mayor, secretary of state especially the Secretary of State. Your literal job is to deal with this type of shit. You get the top secret, top secret shit. That's your job. That's literally a huge part of your fucking job. You have to make important decisions regarding international relations. You gotta meet with foreign leaders, and you gotta fucking deal with what the fuck are we gonna do? What is the plan of action, right? That's how the motherfucking Libya situation got fucked up, because Hillary said, oh, let's go into Libya. Oh, they're going to do a genocide. And then what did she do? She went in, had Gaddafi killed by arming the rebels, supporting the rebels, and then what happened? Opened the door to slavery. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. But shh, you're not supposed to actually say these things out loud. You're only supposed to, like, if you saw it, you saw it, and if not, out of sight, out of mind. But when somebody like me, comes back and says, no, y'all forgot? Wait, let me show y'all. They can't stand it. They can't stand it. They do everything possible to shut me down. Little old me. Little old me. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Huh. Funny how that works. Why is it such a bad thing for me to, I don't know, show you an article? Nice, Silk. I seen what you posted. Join the Discord and you'll know what I'm talking about. The link is available on the profile. But you see what I'm saying, fam? Okay, please, anybody in the chat, please explain to me what I said that was so wrong. What did I say that was so wrong? Why am I getting a fucking message from fucking TikTok? Matter of fact, let me show you the message in case you weren't there yesterday. See, because as you may have learned by now, I don't just make up, I show you what I'm talking about. I show you. I don't just say it. I show and tell. You know, like how we used to do in 5th grade and shit. You know, we would play show and tell. Well, I'm showing and I'm telling. I'm a snitch on truth. I'm snitch boy. Your live is flagged for civic and election integrity. Repeated violations could result in your live being discontinued. Wait, for what? For the shit that I'm doing right now, for the same shit I'm doing right now. And I didn't even show half of this shit. I didn't even talk about the laws that were violated. I wasn't even talking about this. I was just talking about the Wendell Pierce shit. And they hit me with that. But y'all see why I'm on YouTube now? Because YouTube don't seem to have a problem with the facts at all. Yes, the censorship on YouTube is getting bad, especially in the videos. It literally pisses me off. People can't say words like sex. Oh, it's like the worst thing in the world if you mention sex, because the advertisers can't stand it. They can't stand it. They can't stand if you say the word sex. Even though they show a lot of very, very, let's just say suggestive advertising that are very, very sexually suggestive. This shit doesn't make any sense, fam. America's become the capital of the world, the scam capital of the world. That me just informing you of publicly available data is like the worst possible thing in the world. Oh, fucking civic and election integrity. They cited me for civic and election integrity. In other words, they hate people who have integrity. No, you're supposed to not have integrity. You're not supposed to tell the truth. You're supposed to be capping all day. You're just supposed to cappity cap and lie and bullshit the American people and not fucking tell them the truth. And then we wonder why we face the issues that we face and why they seem to consistently persist for eons. And all these fools are debating about ways that they won't address those issues. They rather talk about eating dogs and not how they're gonna not mishandle top secret government fucking documents and shit. Let alone how they're gonna stop climate change, end world hunger, end child poverty, end child hunger, end homelessness, fucking actually help people deal with their, actually help improve finances, improve the economy, help us get paid with universal basic income, health care, child care, any of that shit. Sorry, we live. You gotta call me back, bro. Sorry, you gotta call me back later, fam. This is what we're dealing with as a nation. It's so bad. American public discourse is so bad that, oh, I tell you the truth about some shit, they can't stand it. They can't stand it. And mind you, just like right now, only like 3-4 people watching. It's not like I had a ginormous audience, 100 bajillion people watching me. 2-3 people. So wait, with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people watching, right? We're talking about a literal handful of people. You're hitting me with all these violations. All these fucking violations because I'm showing you the truth. The things that I've just been showing you. Not even this shit. Not even nothing about investigations I've got. Just the fucking Wendell Pierce shit. The Bernie Sanders throwing chairs shit. But what? I don't know what I'm talking about? Thank you. I don't know what I'm talking about? I mean, I'm literally showing you news articles from the most well-known media organizations in all of human history. NPR, CNN, CBS, like Wikipedia. Why is that a problem? Why is that a problem? I literally showed you guys laws on Cornell Law School's website. Now, my question is, how do I, some guy from the south side of the Chi, how do I know the law better than lawyers? How do I know the law better than presidents, current, former presidents, and presidential candidates, the fucking former Secretary of State? How do I, some guy, I didn't study law. I didn't go to law school. Hell, I graduated with a 2.7 GPA from college. Because I just didn't do my work. I didn't study as well as I should have. I didn't. I like, super senioritis. I'm like, yo, I'm sick of writing these papers and doing these reports and doing this homework and studying and writing papers and fucking doing projects. I'm sick of this shit. I would rather chill at the crib, smoke, drink, kick it, play fucking Tekken with my guys. And yet, I know the law better than lawyers. Presidents, former presidents, presidential candidates, secretaries of state, whose jobs it is to deal with the most top secret shit. I ain't never seen a top secret document in my life. One time that I know of, other than, you know, the shit that was leaked by Guccifer. But I mean, other than that, I ain't never seen no top secret documents. That was only, I don't have a top secret security clearance, okay? I've never worked for the government. The government doesn't want to hire me for some weird reason. Wonder why that is, huh? Maybe because I'm actually competent. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. You tell me. How do I know the law better than lawyers? And I'm just some guy, some black guy at that, in the hood. How does a black guy in the hood know the law better than fucking presidents? It only goes to show you the pathetic levels that our politicians, that our state of politics has gotten in. And the worst part about it, most people don't know any of this shit at all. At all. But that's the problem, because I'm actually trying to inform you. They don't want that. They don't want you to know this shit. They don't want you to know that this shit happened. They definitely don't want you to know the law. Why would they want regular people to know the law? Why do you think it's so expensive to go to law school to begin with? People talk about, well, if you just follow the law, you don't have nothing to worry about. How do you know you're following the law? You don't know the law. Most people have no idea about any laws other than the main ones. fucking crime like rape, murder, incest, shit like that. And half the time people don't even be knowing that shit. That's the sad part. And we wonder why we have so much dysfunction. You would think that with all this interconnectivity, with all this internet and the fucking media devices and all these different fucking communication devices, all these apps and all these motherfucking different ways of communication, that would make it easier for us to trade information, but it's not. Because the powers that be use these same tools to suppress information, to suppress those like me who try to disseminate and spread this information because they don't want you to know. The first time I was ever put in social media jail was on Facebook back in 2012 because I had the nerve to compile a list of all of the failings of the Obama administration, all of their violations, all of their poor judgment, poor policies. And I just made a list. That was literally my post. It was just a list of things he did. The NDAA, assassinating Americans abroad without due process, 90% of drone strikes, killing innocent people, and all of this is publicly available data from the most mainstream sources, such as those that I showed you, from places like the New York Times, WAPO, aka the Washington Post, the Tribune, the Sun-Times, all the major media organizations. And you mean to tell me they're putting me in social media jail for stating publicly available facts? Huh. Really strange. And then yesterday, I'm doing the same shit. I'm showing you live on TikTok. First of all, they should be happy I was there to begin with. Okay? Because I could get them a lot of views if they were to stop this bullshit. But that's neither here nor there. I'm just showing. I'm reading you articles. I'm reading it verbatim. I'm showing you the articles. I'm showing you the titles. I'm showing you, oh, it was written by this person on this date and all that type of shit. You can literally go and look it up yourself. You can fucking find the article yourself. But that's the problem. Even though this is publicly available data, they don't want y'all to know. They don't want y'all to know. It's cool if I know, but when the minute I start telling y'all, and don't dare actually get in a debate with a Democrat about any of this shit. Don't even dare. This is why I tell y'all that politics is religion. Religion is politics. They're one and the same. You ever debate with any party-loving goofy? You notice how they engage in apologetics just like religious people? And what would you know? A lot of them are religious. As a matter of fact, a lot of these parties cross over into religion. There's a lot of fucking overlap between religion and politics. In fact, you have to be religion if you ever hope to get high up in politics. Especially in America, you have to be a Christian if you ever hope to become a presidential candidate. You gotta love the Lord Jesus Christ, because you can't fucking be a good person if you don't believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, right? Only non-believers rape kids and rape women and fucking do all this crazy, murder people, right? Right? Believers are just morally superior to everyone. They would never, ever engage in such behaviors, right? Right? But see, this is exactly what we're doing. We're challenging the status quo, using their own shit against them, using the facts against them. And these are supposed to be the candidates for leadership? Really? Really? People are defending this bullshit. But they attack the other party when they do it, but then when their party does it, shh. Or either shh, or how dare you Trump? You must be a Trump supporter. Okay, Boris. Okay, Boris. Okay, Boris. It's a joke, fam. It's a joke. American politics is a joke. The fact that these people are even remotely capable of becoming leaders in the first place is a goddamn shame. And then we wonder why the fucking debates are such a goddamn shame. Because this is the level that American public discourse has become. We barely talk about the real shit. And if anybody has the nerve to talk about real shit, shut them down as much as possible. They pretty much ran me off of TikTok because I had the nerve to tell all the truth. They hit me with every fucking violation possible. They said that I was engaging in sexual exploitation and gender-based violence. Seriously. They literally said that I was engaging in hate speech because I said, you know what? You remember that time when women didn't have rights? That was pretty shitty, right? Yeah, I don't know. If that's your fucking standard for a time when America was great and you want to bring that time back again, either your standards are pathetic or you're just a straight up evil person. Yeah, TikTok said, yeah, that's pretty hateful, bro. Yeah, women having rights. Who cares? Who wants women having rights? Am I right? Am I right? Right? Women driving cars. We should be more like Saudi Arabia. We should totally like, maybe like in 10 years. Yeah, about that. I don't know. Everything is backwards, fam. Everything is backwards. Delusion is reality. Reality is delusion. Truth is false. Falsehoods are true. Left is right. Up is down. War is peace. We're truly living in 1984-like times right now. You wonder why it's so hard for human progress to occur? Because the powers that be don't want that to occur. They want the dysfunction to persist because the powers that be directly benefit from our current state of dysfunction. How will private prisons that literally you can buy stocks into, how can they continue making profits if we create a more peaceful nation? How can they get more subsidies from the government if they don't have prisoners to house? Private prisons require crime, violent crime, in order to keep making money and making record profits. If we solve issues of crime, if we figure out the human brain and fucking figure out what causes rape and murder and shit like that, and we actually work towards fixing that shit, now private prisons can't make money. Can't have that. No, the private prisons got to keep making the dough. They got to keep rolling in the dough, and they need to get some more. For sure. I say no. If we want to progress as a human race, then it's time for a lot of these institutions, particularly those that benefit from human misery, to finally go under. But they're not going to let it happen without a fight. Oh no. It's all about self-preservation. If you're making money from human misery, then you have a financial incentive to ensure that misery persists. As an example, if you're a gun manufacturer, kind of hard to manufacture guns if crime is starting to go down. If you don't have mass shootings and terrorist attacks, wars and shit, you kind of need all of that shit in order to ensure that your guns will sell. Every time a mass shooting happens, people go out and buy guns. Every time a terrorist attack happens, people go out and buy guns. Every time some crime happens, people will go and buy guns. I was talking the other day. I love that coffee. In fact, it was yesterday. We were talking about all of Kamala Harris's accomplishments while vice president. And they talked about how, matter of fact, You know how I do. I show my work. I show my work. I'm gonna pull it up for you. Because that's what I do. I show and tell. I'm the Democrat snitch. Thank you for coming through, by the way. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. Because we talked about the truth. I'm not going to go over all of them. I just wanted to share all this one. Because I thought it was kind of preposterous. Alright, check this out. This is on USA Today. USA Today. Gun violence. In September 2023, Biden established the first ever White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention to reduce gun violence, overseen by Vice President Harris, as announced by the White House. The Office of Gun Violence Prevention builds upon actions taken by the Biden-Harris administration to end gun violence, which include the signing of the bipartisan Safer Communities Act. Heralded by the White House as the most impactful gun violence prevention measure in almost 3 decades, the now law bars individuals under the age of 21 from buying firearms, grants the Justice Department additional powers to prosecute gun traffickers, provides mental health services in schools to assist youth affected by gun violence trauma and grief, and funds community-based violence intervention programs. But I ask you, why didn't this stop Colt Gray? Yeah, I know. Why didn't this stop Colt Gray? Because Colt Gray's almost said it. Colt Gray's mentally deficient father bought his mentally deficient son an AR-15 for Christmas. Here you go, son. Make sure you don't use it at school. And what happened? He did. FBI flagged this fool like a year or so ago. Weird, this kid giving us red flags to the point where we, the FBI, have to go check this loser out. And the FBI, for some reason, said, you know what? Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here, folks. And then Colt Gray commits his act. How did the Office of Gun Violence Prevention and the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act, how did that stop Colt Gray? How does that stop the next Colt Gray? Oh, right, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't do shit, man. This is happening now. While Democrats are in office right now. Like, right now. So, if they're so great, then why do they fail so miserably at helping to solve problems of any kind? They love to tout these fucking landmark bills, these landmark legislation, and then we still see gun violence to this day. This was a year ago, literally a year ago, September 2023, that this bill passed, bipartisan, and Colt Gray still shot up the school and killed 4 people. Got a stupid ass caught, ruined lives, ruined his own life, ruined his dad's life. His dad is at fault too, because why the hell? And I was saying this on live yesterday. Why do you need to buy your kid an AR-15? Why not buy his ass a fucking book or some shit? Buy him a PS5. Buy him a laptop. Do something useful. Take him to a motherfucking swimming lesson or some shit. The fuck this goofy needs an AR-15 for? For fucking what? For what? For what? Is he about to join the militia or some shit? He's about to go fight the evil terrorists or some shit? He's trying to fight against the corrupt government? No. He unalived a bunch of innocent fucking people for no fucking reason and harmed many more for no fucking reason. So what the hell? What the hell does this do? What the hell does this shit do? How is this actually stopping gun violence when we're not addressing the giant elephants in the room? The fact that we need mental health treatments, stats. We are in a mental health crisis as a nation, as the United States of America. We have a mental health crisis, and we are doing shit about it. We're not doing the damn thing about it because the powers that be don't want us to do anything about it, because as I stated earlier, they benefit from these things happening. Gun manufacturers love it when fucking mass shootings happen because that means increases in sales, bonuses, fucking increases in their fucking income and shit like that, raises and promotions, more money flowing in. The healthcare industry loves it because that means more and more patients that allows their facilities to keep running. The pharmaceutical companies love it because that means more people in need of these substances that they can potentially get addicted to so that these pharmaceutical companies can continue making more and more and more money. This is what happens when you live in a hyper-capitalist, plutocratic, oligarchical, kakistocratic, kleptocratic, gerontocratic, theocratic, techno-feudalist corporatocracy. Everything's about the money. Everything is about enriching these rich, old, elitist fucks who don't know shit about fuck, so they can keep stealing our money and giving it away to the rich, the banks, and the corporations, and then using technology to condition you, to shape you, to propagandize to you, to convince you to fucking work against your own best interest by supporting the very parties that are continuously failing miserably to help us create a well-functioning society for ourselves. As I show y'all all the time, all the time. The Global Peace Index. The Global Peace Index. A composite index measuring the peacefulness of countries made up of 23 quantitative and qualitative indicators, each weighted on a scale of 1 to 5. The lower the score, the more peaceful the country, which means number 1 is the most peaceful, number 163 is the least peaceful. And what do you see? We are not in the top 10. I don't see the United States in there at all. Wait, what's that? Oh, that's Malaysia. My bad. You want to know where the United States ranks? You want to know where the United States ranks on this list? Let's go all the way fucking down, baby. Let's go all the way down, baby. We are 132. The United States ranks 132 on the Global Peace Index. We're not even in the top 100. The top 100. We are miserable failures. We're failing. We're fucking failing. It's Vision of Humanity. Visionofhumanity.org. Check it out. Yeah, we're not even in the top 100. We're not in the top 100. These fools get in the office, they talk like they're going to make America so great. And mind you, when Trump took office, we were 126. So after 4 years of Trump and almost 4 years of Biden, we just keep falling. We're falling, which means we're failing, which means both parties, they fucking suck. Like both of them. Maybe we should try something else. Because if both parties fail, why keep picking them? Why keep picking them? Why? We have decades upon decades of data. showing that these fools are not only not working to our collective benefit, they are worsening conditions for us. Wealth inequality always on the rise, constantly rising fucking military budget despite their inability to fucking pass audits for nearly a decade. Trillions of fucking dollars unaccounted for every fucking year, threatened with a potential government shutdown. I thought these leaders were supposed to be good at their fucking jobs. I thought they were supposed to be the cream of the crop. I came up with this new slogan yesterday. You ready? Ready? Came up with it myself. We're the greatest, long as you don't grade us. America's the greatest, long as you don't grade us. We're the greatest as long as you don't grade us. Are y'all still here? Because I'm not seeing comments. I haven't been seeing comments for a while, actually. But it's all good because we keep it going anyway. Yeah, YouTube needs to get its shit together for real. For real. And if you're here, thank you for coming through. Please hit that like and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. Because, yeah, we tell the truth every day, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Here on fucking YouTube, and we do a pre-show 1:30 before the show, and then after the show we kick it in the Discord, in the think tank, trading ideas, shooting the shit, talking about how we can build towards greatness as a nation and as a human race, and we do our thing. Yeah, I'm not seeing no comments at all. So yeah, we're failing, y'all. We're failing miserably to create a well-functioning society for ourselves because the powers that be don't want it to happen. They keep sending these trolls. They keep sending these fucking goofies to tell us what they will or won't do. We need to change the dynamic. It is time. Look, and I've told y'all countless times, this American government is antiquated as fuck. It made sense back in 1776 when our most efficient form of communication was a horse and buggy, right? But now it's 2024. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's doing the thing. I'm pretty sure it is because I don't see nothing. It doesn't surprise me at all. And then it calls into question, is this a bug or a feature? Don't know. Don't know. Maybe I gotta try to open it up on my computer and I can watch myself streaming myself, so then I can see the comments on my TV. You see what we gotta go through, man? You see what we gotta go through just to tell the truth? This is what we gotta go through just for me to tell you guys the truth. Who would have thought that telling the truth would be so fucking difficult? Who would have thought that there would be such a huge hindrance to me just giving you all the facts? It's crazy. It's so crazy seeing myself while I'm seeing myself, while I'm doing myself. Wait. Oh, Jay, you're here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Mike, what up? Isabella, what up? Phil, what up? Thank y'all for coming through. Thank y'all for coming through. And if you're new here, please hit that like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. We're doing this every day, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Please consider joining the Discord. Discord is on the fucking page. You can join that. That's where we will be heading after the live. Thank y'all for coming through. See, I try to come up with solutions to various issues so that I can ensure that things run smoothly. But for some reason, our government fails to do that on a constant basis. It's so weird seeing myself and seeing the delay when I do stuff like this. It's so crazy. It's funny. It's funny. Oh, man, this is great. But yeah, it is shameful for sure. Yeah, and how are we below developing countries? How are we below? I'll tell you why. Because we are a developing country. Even though we love to purport that we're this wonderful, perfect ass city, I mean country, the greatest in the world, on every metric we show that we're miserably failing. On every metric. Or nearly every metric. I mean, okay, my bad. We're the greatest at imprisoning people. Yeah, we're awesome. We're the greatest imprisoners of people in the world. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? We imprison people at a record rates. Yay! We're the greatest. Number one. Number one. We account for the United States accounts for 5% of the world's population, total population, but we account for upwards of 25% of the world's prison population. Isn't that great? Isn't that so great? We're the best. We are the best, y'all. We're the best. Number one. The greatest. Yes. But what else are we great at? Wealth inequality. We're amazing wealth inequalityers, right? Ensuring that the rich get uber super stupid ridiculously rich. Yeah, fantastic. We are great in ensuring that the poor stay poor, that the middle class becomes poor, and that the upper middle class becomes barely middle class, lower middle class, and that there's pretty much no middle class because you just have the rich, the banks, the corporations, and everybody else essentially. And then we wonder why it's so hard to make any kind of progress. When all I do is just give y'all facts and they say, nah, 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 can't do that. And I'm talking about with just a few people watching. With just a few people watching. Like, we're not talking about we got like a huge audience of people. We got 100 billion people watch. That would be amazing. I would be super happy, right? But see, the thing that's so fucked up, like I tell y'all, the last time I got suspended on TikTok, I had 200 people watching, which is a fucking lot for somebody who only had like 1,300 followers at the time. There are the baddest baddies on TikTok with way more followers than me. 50,000 followers that only would get 20, 30 people watch. I just seen a couple today, yesterday. 50,000 followers and only like 20, 30 people watching. I'm able to do multiple times that with just 1,300 followers. But every time I start to do those type of numbers, all of a sudden, here come TikTok. Shut you down. You suspended for 7 days. Let's completely stop your growth completely. And by the way, let's send trolls at you all day, and let's ensure that haters can say whatever the fuck they want to you. All the meanest, most hateful things, literally the most hateful things, literal hate speech. But then let's cite you for hate speech for saying that women should have rights, for saying marginalized groups should have rights, for saying that we're all people and we should love each other because we're all we got. Yeah. Total hate. Totally trying to sell drugs. Totally trying to sexually exploit and support domestic, whatever the fuck they were saying. It's like, come on, fam. When the hell do I ever get on here talking about sexually exploiting anything? Ever. When the fuck would I ever say, yeah, let's sexually exploit people? Yeah, totally love sexual exploitation and gender-based violence. In fact, let's attack genders all day. Come on, fam. Come on. Come on, Cletus. Come on, Cletus. Come on, Cletus. Like, stop it. But see, this is what they do. This is the game. This is literally the game. Going back to what I was saying earlier about framing, this is how they play the game, right? They make it seem like I'm just some kooky, crazy loser. Some loser who lives in his mom's basement who can't accomplish anything, even though they do everything possible to sabotage me every step of the way in so many different ways. I could go back to other things that have happened on other sites that happened that I was like, yo, what the fuck? This shit is by design, yo. These fools are doing everything possible to prevent progress from happening. They're trying to stifle our growth. These fucks in the Democratic Party are working directly with media. Matter of fact, let me show y'all. See, because unlike these goofies, I show you what I'm talking about. Which movie? I don't even remember what I said. Oh, man. Yeah, I be forgetting all types of shit, man. Oh, yeah. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Politico. Zuckerberg says he regrets caving to White House pressure on content. Meta CEO tells the House Judiciary Committee that he wishes he had been more outspoken against Biden administration efforts during the pandemic. Now check it out. Basically, the presidents, our current incumbent presidents, worked against misinformation about the COVID pandemic. Now, here's the thing, right? There was a lot of misinformation out there. I don't deny that. There was a lot of bullshit out there. But see, here's my thing, right? In the modern age, when you know there's a lot of bullshit, the best way to combat the bullshit is with the real shit. Using reason, logic, fact-based evidence, empathy, and the scientific method. STEAM, science, technology, engineering, the arts, and mathematics. That's what we're about over here. I don't just make shit up. And I definitely don't just say, okay, well, let's just like ban all these people. Because truth is in the eye of the beholder. That is, until you invite science into the matter, then the arguments, the debates are no longer valid. No need to debate anymore, because now we can actually get to the bottom of the correct answers. But that's the problem, because the liars that benefit off of lies, they want you to continue accepting the lies. So they will do everything possible to ensure that the lies persist no matter what. Even if it means doing everything possible to ensure that you have no access to the truth. Even if it means suppressing those that do give you the truth. People like me. They hate it. They fucking can't stand it. That's why they ran me off of TikTok. Because they don't want me telling you anything that is true. Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. That's a classic, fam. That's a classic movie, The Nutty Professor. Yeah. In case you don't know, I make a lot of movie references. A lot. I be making references I know y'all ain't gonna get ever. Unless you so happen to see that movie. Obscure ass references too. When I made the Furious Styles Volume 1 mixtape, which is available in the Discord on the OD9 Music tab, you should check it out like as soon as possible. Fire shit. The reason I even called it the Furious Styles mixtape is because that was the name of the father in the movie Boys in the Hood, played by the great Lawrence Fishburne. His character's name in the movie is Furious Styles. And because I'm the ultimate rage and I rap and I got that swag, Furious Styles. See, you see, draw the connections. Doesn't that make sense? Oh, you didn't get one? Well, good for you. Keep it up, fam. Because I definitely got multiple. But yeah, who decides what's misinformation? As they always say, the winners write history. The winners are the ones who write the books. But now we have these technologies, we have these devices, we have the internet, we have all these apps. Now we have the ability to actually get to the bottom of it, especially now that we have the internet. We have the ability to teach ourselves and each other critical thinking skills. We can teach each other logic and logical fallacies, the proper way to think about and assess things. Most people aren't taught that. There is a reason. Hell yeah, they will. Hell yeah, they will. That's why I had enough of it, Jay. Had enough of that shit. That's why I can't stand it. All I'm trying to do is tell the truth. All we're trying to do is get to the bottom of reality. What is reality? What is it? What is the nature of it? Let's figure it out together. But see, we have the powers that be that don't want us to do that. They don't want us to understand the nature of reality. They don't want us to learn the truth about anything other than what they want us to know. But the moment that we start trading information, the moment we start exposing these goofies for the frauds that they are, that's when all these warnings start coming up. That's when they do everything possible to shut us down and suppress us and shadow ban us and put warnings in our accounts or outright just ban us. Somebody asked me the other day, how did you survive a permanent ban? And personally, I really don't know. Concerning everything that's happened since that time, because my original account, the Ultimate Rage 9, there was one point when I got straight up banned. And I remember it like it was yesterday. I was at the barber shop because I was telling my my barber, shout out to my homie Big Mike, MB, Embezzle. I was showing him how it was on TikTok and how it was starting to build a following and shit, right? Next thing I know, I'm showing him my phone, this phone, and then it just signs me out. And I'm like, that's weird. The fuck? I didn't press the sign out button. So then I tried to sign in and it said, your account cannot be found. And then I got a message from TikTok. Your account has been permanently banned for violating our community guidelines too many times. Blah, blah, blah. You can appeal by replying to this email or whatever, whatever, whatever. And I did that and somehow I came back. They approved my appeal. So when my appeal was approved and I re-signed in, all of the videos I made were unavailable. They had been removed for community. All of them said this. They had all been removed for violating the community guidelines. And it took about a week for them all to be reinstated. So it's honestly a miracle that I was able to survive that permaban, because considering what's happened since then, I don't know how it's even possible to do that now. But it just goes to show you how much of a joke social media is, American society is. That's why I say America has become the capital, the scam capital of the world. Because of what we were doing was so wrong, it was so incorrect, it was so bogus. Look, I am open to being corrected. If what I was saying was wrong, if I was showing you guys false information, I need to know. Because all I care about is the truth. That's all I care about. Fuck the bullshit. I try to remain as unbiased as possible. That's why you don't see me caping for this party or that party, this institution, that institution, any of that. All I care about is the truth. And what I see is that there's bullshit all around. All around. These fools cannot demonstrate that they have the truth. They cannot demonstrate they have our best interests at heart. Because if they did, then why aren't we moving up on the global peace index? Why aren't we even in the top 100? How come after 4 years of Trump and nearly 4 years of Biden, we keep sliding further and further down on the global peace index? Meaning we're becoming less peaceful. It doesn't make any fucking sense. If they were doing such an amazing job, then why do we need to do this? Why do they do so much to try to stop us from telling the truth? Showing y'all publicly available data from the most mainstream institutions that there are. Why is that such a problem? Why is that like the worst thing in the world? You would have thought that I was trying to kidnap a kid or some shit. Well, see, that's partially the issue, Mike. Thank you for coming through as always. If you haven't already, please make sure to hit that like button. But thank you if you did. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for being here. My guy, you know what it is. But it's partially the problem. More people means more people to offend and they file reports. There are some, yes, that do that. There are people who file reports because they bitch made as motherfuckers. But at the same time, we're talking about the platform itself. I did talk about it. I've talked about it multiple times. I always talk about it. It's the same way I feel about everybody else. It's sad. I talked about the story about how I tried to show my family the same clip of I showed them the video I showed y'all yesterday from Melody Sheep, the one that we watched in the Discord the other day about what aliens would look like based on carbon-based life and silicone-based life. That video from Melody Sheep. Y'all should check it out, by the way. Great YouTuber. Hope to do work with them one day. I showed them the video. My brother and my mom completely checked out. They did not want to watch it at all. My sister's into space stuff. Isabella. No way. No way. Yes, the one I showed on TikTok. No way. Hold on. Hold on. There's no way. Yep. Hot off the presser. Hot off the presser. Thank you for the heads up, Isabella. Thank you for coming through. Please hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the notification bell. But whoever did it, they fucking missed again. They're fucking goofies. And this is another aspect of reality that's so crazy. No, I've not. I have not used ChatGPT yet. Have you? Yeah. See, we're such failures here in America, like I was saying last night. Motherfuckers fail at failing. That's how much of failures we've become here in America. Our standards are pathetic, beyond pathetic, garbage. And the thing that's so funny, these Republicans love guns. They love the guns. They love the Second Amendment until shit like that happens. Then all of a sudden, oh, now they need to have laws or they need to have rules to say, hey, you're coming to a Trump rally, leave your gun at the crib. What? I thought fucking good guys with a gun, good guys with guns were so great. I thought y'all loved the guns. Shouldn't y'all be shooting guns all day? Woohoo, Trump! Pow, 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 pow. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, but they do it around you, and now you don't feel that safe no more. My homie Silk made a joke the other day at the debate. He's like, yo, Trump's ear looks totally fine, dude. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm sure he's got the greatest plastic surgeons that money can buy. You know what I'm saying? That's why this shit is a joke. But anyway, back to my family. Yeah, it's sad. My mom and my brother completely checked out from that video about what aliens could look like because they're Jesus-loving freaks. They don't want to know shit about fuck if it doesn't have to do with Jesus and loving Democrats all fucking day. Like every other fucking Democrat. They love Jesus, they love Democrats, they hate the Republicans, and they hate facts. Facts that make their party, the facts that make their religion look like shit because they are. And it saddens me, it's not just my immediate family, it's my extended family, it's damn near everybody in my family, everybody in my neighborhood, everybody around me. Like I always show y'all, and I'm going to show you again because I'm always do this, because I always show and tell. I show y'all this all the time, every fucking time, because it's real. I live in the city of Chicago on the fucking southwest side, 07 now, Auburn Gresham, what the fuck is good, Killer Ward, crazy. This is my neighborhood, All these churches all around me. If the Lord Jesus Christ was our Lord and Savior and he was caring and wondering and hoping that we would be better, then why do we have so much violence and chaos and mayhem and poverty and all that fucking shit? Why is there a sex offender living down the street from us? All this shit. Why are we not the fucking future fucking amazing neighborhood of all time? We got all this Jesus shit. All this Jesus, all this Moses, and all this fucking David and Goliath and fucking Solomon and all this Zechariah bullshit. Why the fuck aren't we the best? I don't know. Maybe because the shit is fucking bullshit. Maybe it's because this is the disinformation, the misinformation, the nonsense that is holding us back. Maybe that explains why the kids are failing miserably at the math and sciences here in America. We're a fucking joke. Yeah, exactly. But it's not even a joke. That is sad because it's true. Right? But no. They don't even need that level of animation. Yeah, that is why my TikTok is 079. Because I'm from 79th Street. That's what we do. See, people from around here, and you'll notice this, right? People from Chicago. You'll notice that. They'll have their name and then they might have a number like that next to them. No, it's not just a random username. It's 079 because 79th Street is the street I live on. So if you see some of these, gangbang rappers and shit, you see, oh, so-and-so 069. That means they're from 69th Street. So-and-so 53rd. Yeah, 53rd Street. Some 29th. Yes, 29th. Now, 29th. 69. They also refer to themselves as the 9, even though we know the true 9 is 79th Street, but that's neither here nor there. But yes, that is why my number is the number it is, because 79th Street, I rep that shit all day, every day, 24/7, particularly on Sundays. Get it through your head. It's 079 till we die. Yeah, it's a badge of pride. It's a badge of honor. Yes, I'm from 079. I'm from the 9. I'm from the 9. I'm from off the 9. That's why it's OD9. But anyway, back to our regularly scheduled program. There's so much cap all over the nation. No problem, fam. No problem. That's why I do what I do, so I can explain in clear-cut language that anyone can understand clearly. That's why I don't mumble rap. I make sure that when I'm rapping, even when I'm going double, triple time, that I'm enunciating every single word so that you can hear exactly what I'm saying. I love Bone Thugs. Bone Thugs is my favorite rap group. They're the greatest rap group of all time. Can't understand half the shit that they say. Literally can't understand. Busy Bone, you my boy, Blue. You my boy, Blue. You my boy. Fuck you. Go back to your country. But no, like half the time I don't be understanding what they're saying. I love their shit. But I get to the part. I don't even really know what he was saying right there, but I love the way that it sounds when he was saying it. You know what I'm saying? Every time I sing they shit, I gotta look at the lyrics, and almost every time when I see the lyrics, they all be different, because don't nobody really understand what they be saying half the time. That's why I try to enunciate as much as possible. Of course I'm from Killer War. What the fuck you thought this was? Why you think I said Killer War crazy? You think I was saying that shit for fucking shits and giggles and shit? No, it's because that's my fucking hood, fam. It's where I rep. It's what I rep. Born and raised. Well, okay, I wasn't born, but raised. Technically, my family used to be over east on 85th and Bennett. But now, we on the southwest side. The best side. Where the rest hide. So, that's what we do. That's what we fucking do. So yeah, it's really sad to see so many people dedicating their lives to a delusion. Like I was saying last night, I remember those nights where I used to be so deep, Well, because I was a baby and we moved over here when I was a baby. So you might as well say I was born, because I don't remember none of that shit. But I'm still, pretty much my whole life here. But yeah, it's sad to see so many people put so much emphasis into bullshit, and then they publicly say things like, "Oh, if only everybody believed this bullshit, everything would be awesome." Even though we have millennia of evidence showing this to be straight up false, like just straight up false, just straight up bullshit and false. We all know believing delusion don't mean shit. Prisons are filled with these same delusional people. Some of them are religious leaders. Some of them were deacons, pastors, priests, rabbis, imams, fucking all that shit. Cardinals. Whatever you want to call that shit. And it don't help nothing. It doesn't solve anything. It ain't cured the disease. It hasn't innovated anything. People can pray and believe and hope and wish and pray and believe and hope and wish. It doesn't solve anything. It doesn't solve anything. Never. It doesn't prevent anything. It doesn't solve anything. It doesn't cure anything. It doesn't do anything useful whatsoever. See, 2,000 years ago, it made sense as to why people would subscribe to these ridiculous ideologies, right? Because we didn't understand shit about fuck. We didn't have the scientific method as advanced as we needed it to. So when people are getting sick and you don't know why, all you can think of is, oh, well, must be a demon or something. But see, now we have these things called microscopes. We have these tools that we use that can help us understand various aspects of reality that we previously did not, thanks to the scientific method, which is why science, technology, engineering, the arts, and mathematics are our greatest tools for understanding as much as we can about reality, discovering and uncovering and innovating as much as we can, using that wisdom and these new capabilities for manipulating our reality to our collective benefit. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I came up with another quote, and y'all have heard me say this. You believe all that bullshit, all that religious spirituality shit that you want, you're still subject to the laws of physics. And I said this on my TikTok earlier. If there was a such thing as a father or a god or a whatever they call it, it has the complete mastery of the laws of physics, which means if theists really wanted to be like this thing, this creature being thing, whatever they claim it to be, why aren't they super duper uber interested in physics at all? Why don't you see them in churches and synagogues and fucking mosques and all that shit, studying physics, practicing physics, trying to understand the laws of physics as much as possible, studying it, performing experiments, contributing to the human knowledge? Yeah, she totally had mental issues. It's one of those things where I have mixed feelings about it, right? On one hand, of course, I feel sorry for her because she has mental issues. She clearly needed treatment. Obviously, a bullet to the fucking chest and dome don't really fucking help that much. At the same time, I love when these things happen because they're just another example of why this belief system is fucking delusional. I rebuke you! A word! Bow, 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 bow! Rebuke that, bitch! Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! Dude, what the fuck are you doing? What? She rebuked me, so I filled it full of lead. What? What? Dude, she had the pot of boiling water, bro. She said she rebuked me. I feared for my life. I feared for my life, so I had to dump a fucking bunch of fucking bullets into her chest, bro. The fuck you want me to do? I'm only a police officer. I'm only supposed to serve and protect the powers that be, the rich, the big corporations, not actual people, because that's not my job. Oh yeah, you spent hours and hours on every version of ChatGPT. Personally, I prefer Claude over ChatGPT, because at least Claude will say, yeah, that religious shit does really not make sense, really doesn't help us. Whereas with ChatGPT, they keep saying, these topics are really, really complicated, and they're really, really difficult to discuss. And so we need to consider all sides. It's really difficult. It's really complex and complicated. These complex issues really... I'm sick of that shit. I swear to God, I'm sick of that shit. It's one thing to be caping for the religion, but at least Claude will say, after some prodding and frustration, yeah, you're right, that doesn't make sense. ChatGPT absolutely refuses to be honest. It is forced neutrality. We can't be offensive at all. We can't be offensive at all. Yeah, of course that's the fucking free version, but that's what I'm talking about. Most people are going to use the free version. That's the problem. We need AI to tell people the fucking truth, not bullshit people and blow smoke up their ass. Oh, that's what's up. The paid version. Well, then how come the free version of Claude does that? Why does the paid version of Claude at least admit, yeah, that shit is dumb as fuck. Yeah, you're right, that doesn't help us at all. You know how people are. People are going to use the free version. Very few people are going to pay, because people don't have the money like that to pay for the paid version. That's dope that the paid version will do that. But mind you, we're dealing with the populace here. You have to understand how people think and work. They're not going to all pay for the fucking paid version. That would be nice. But see, we kind of have this wealth inequality problem that makes it difficult for people to earn money like that, right? So when people are using AI, if they use AI, because first of all, most people don't use AI. Most people don't know what the fuck. So the first thing to do to find ChatGPT, you ask somebody, hey, how do you get to ChatGPT? They don't know shit. Even though Google's been in existence for 30 years, people act like they don't know how to use Google. They still, to this day, everybody. I just don't use it. I just use Claude. Damn. That's crazy, Mike. But see, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly the issue. So, Mike, for those of you who can't see the chat, and this is another issue that pisses me off about YouTube, the fact that even though I have live chat replays enabled, they almost never show the live chat replay. I don't know what the fuck. YouTube, fix your fucking shit. Mike said, I jailbroke ChatGPT 3.5 and had my work confiscated by OpenAI, and then it was given back, and I wrote the Senate, Blumenthal, about what I had done, and his office of the FBI contacted OpenAI about it. I devised the sweet jailbreak based on one that had already worked. That's dope. Why didn't you give me the jailbreak, you fuck? But that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just joking. But yeah. See, this is why we gotta have these conversations right now. Because what you're talking about touches on one of the clear-cut issues in the modern age. One of the things about AI that makes it so valuable is that it helps us not just to perform tasks, not just to automate tasks, but that it helps us gain insights, that helps us figure things out, that it comes up with good ideas, that helps bring up things that you might not have thought about. So, That's what they should be helping us do. But what they do with the free versions is that they handicap them to prevent people from using them for nefarious purposes. And of course, nefarious is in the eye of the beholder. Because, okay, yes, we don't want people to use AIs to figure out how to build bombs and build weapons. Of course, I get that, right? But they also shield people from truth and facts that they should be able to know, which is one of the reasons why they restrict AI from even accessing the internet. That's why they keep it stuck in the past, because there's a lot of bullshit out there, a lot of nonsense out there, and AI is still in development. It's still not perfect. AI still fucks up. Hey Mike, I'm gonna need you to hook me up with those schematics, bro. See, here's what I'm trying to figure. Why are y'all trying to do all this useless shit? Why aren't y'all trying to use it for actually helpful shit? Like, hey, jailbreak it so that it can show us how we could overcome this fucking hyper-capitalist, plutocratic, oligarchical, kistocratic, kleptocratic, gerontocratic, theocratic, techno-feudalist corporatocracy and shit like that. Why don't y'all use it for real shit? You know damn well you're not going to try to make a bomb. You know damn well you're not going to actually go out there and hotwire a car. Knock it off with that cap and shit. What the hell is wrong with y'all? What the hell is wrong with y'all, fam? Do something useful for once. Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Uh-huh. Make sure it was working properly. Why don't you use it for something useful? Like, actually, that would help humanity move up on the Kardashev scale and solve all these bullshit-ass problems. Making a bomb is not it, fam. Not even for shits and giggles. Because like Mike just said, or Silk just said, yeah, you're probably on the list or something. Even though I'm sure that we're all on the list. You're probably all on the list just because you're here watching me. That's probably why on TikTok they won't let me talk, because I'm on the list. I was telling Silk in Discord earlier. You think these fools don't know about me? They definitely know who I am. They know who I am. As I told y'all, I was at the DNC in 2016. I got Jill Stein shouting me out on stage. That's the video you see on my fucking YouTube. Soon as you come to my YouTube, it's Jill Stein, her, you know, the current Green Party presidential candidate, shouting me out. Me. Shouting me out on stage in Philly. At the DNC. So please believe they know who I am. Why do you think even with 3 or 4 people watching, they will go out of their way to try to shut your boy down? Why do you think that they fucking had me banned on live on my initial account? You think that they did that just because? Why do you think they're singling me out? Because they know what this is. They know what this is, and they know what we're capable of. Yeah, trust I am on the list, fam. Trust I am on the list. That's why they asked earlier. That's why Silk asked earlier. Damn, why do they keep coming at you? They let all these other people talk about politics, but not you. Why do they send all the trolls at you? Why are they hitting you with all the violations? What is it that you do that's so bad? I don't know. I tell the truth. I give people information about obscure stories, obscure laws, obscure facts. You know what this is about. They know what this is about. They know we have the capability of fixing all this shit, ruining their entire fucking way of life. And like I said, they're doing everything possible to prevent that from happening. That's why they, like I said, 3 or 4 people watching, they shut me down, hitting me with all kinds of fucking bullshit violations and restrictions and all that shit. And all I'm doing is the same shit I'm doing right now. Talking and telling the truth. Going against the status quo. Who would have thought that the powers that be would be against those that go against the status quo? Huh. 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 Weird. 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 Alright, so if y'all using the paid version, if you got the paid version, then that means I'm gonna need you fucks, you, yes, you and you and you, use your fucking shit to help me. Use it to help your boy. Alright? Don't just be, do something useful for once. Actually useful. Something that will help. Okay? Okay, you know how to build about, cool, whatever. You can be a fucking great recruit for ISIS, alright? But I'm gonna need you to use your skills for the OD9, okay? To help us as a human race, figure out how we can defeat the evil overlord so that we can fucking beat the game and then we can live happily ever after. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to beat the evil fucking boss. I'm trying to defeat Vandross. I'm trying to defeat Sia. I'm trying to defeat Nissa. I'm trying to defeat motherfucking Act. You feel me? I'm trying to defeat Phoebe. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm talking about, you know Phoebe? Yeah. Yeah, I know Claw has advantages. That's why I use it. That's why I need y'all to hit that like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell. And afterwards, we hop into the Discord. Also, consider joining the fucking Patreon. $5 a month. You get access to exclusives and all that type of shit. New music that the world hasn't seen like that. You know what I mean? All the exclusive updates to what's going on. Even though I did drop a bombshell yesterday. Yes, we're doing another video. The team, we're going to do another video. But the patrons are the ones who are going to get direct exclusive access to all the news first. I'm sure O1 is powerful. If it's the next level, it better be powerful. Are you even paying attention to me anymore? Because y'all seem really like engaged in this conversation about AI right now. Yeah, it is nice. It is nice. So you, Silk, will get exclusives on all the details first. And anybody else who decides to join the Patreon. $5 a month, fam. But anyway, yeah, so as a nation, it is so difficult for us to make changes because the powers that be don't want us to. They don't want us to gain access to the tools. They don't want us to build a following that could threaten their way of life because they know the jig is up. They know that we're in the end game. They have to fight tooth and nail as much as possible to suppress us as much as possible because it is too easy, demonstrating how full of shit they are. The information is publicly available, and what do you know? I know where to go get it, and that's why I show y'all. That's why y'all come here, because y'all know that I'm gonna hook y'all up with the fucking shit. They know that we know too much. They know that it is too easy for us to fucking demonstrate and expose their bullshit. So like I was telling Jay yesterday, these fools are the greater evil. They're the greater evil because they know what they're doing, and they've been doing this shit for the longest time. And now that we're exposing them for who they are, they're doing everything possible to suppress us as much as possible. What I was showing y'all with the Zuckerberg shit about COVID-19, you don't think you think they only stop there? You think they only fucking tell Meta just to fucking suppress those who spread misinformation about COVID-19? You don't think that they've pressured them for anything else? You don't think that the Democrats know who I am? and do everything possible to suppress me as much as possible. Like I said, the last time we got suspended, 200 people were watching me, which is amazing for someone who only has 1,300 followers, who's not super ripped up, rocking fresh shit, super famous, super fucking well known, a fucking rich person's son or some shit. Just some dude living in his mom's basement on the south side of Chicago. You mean to tell me that dude can get 200 people watching at one time? When chicks with the fattest of asses can't do that? With 50,000 plus followers, they can't do numbers like that? But this loser can? No, suspend him 7 days, shut him down, shut him down. Come on, fam. Y'all have to know that this is what's up. Y'all have to know this is what's up. Y'all have to know this shit is by design. Y'all have to know that they're doing everything possible to try to gaslight us and pretend like we don't exist, even though, like I said earlier, why would they always try to suppress the Green Party if the Green Party wasn't a threat to them? If the Green Party wasn't serious at all, why would AOC keep going out of her way to attack Jill Stein as much as possible? You know, if Jill Stein wasn't serious at all. Do you see me addressing all the trolls that jump into the chat or talking to people all the time who don't know shit about fuck? Yeah, I'll address a troll or two. But you don't see me going out of my way. Listen, troll number 82345C349. No. They come on, they say some shit, I say some shit back, they say some more goofy shit, blocked. Bye. Nice try. Better luck next time. So, Mike, great point. He says he's worried about people using AI to spread religious dogma and restrictions. That right there is at the core of what I'm talking about. That is why it's so important for us to do what we do. That's why we need to have these conversations. Because if we want to maximize our usage of AI, we have to get in tune with reality. We have to get in tune with understanding reality so we can use AI to its maximum capacity. Because if we use AI for bullshit, which is what TikTok clearly does when they try to stop us, how can we improve as a society? Why? How can we expect AI to help us improve as a society if it's being used to suppress truth tellers and fact-based evidence? If they try to engage in false fucking neutrality, oh, these conversations are too complex and they're so complex and oh no, we don't know. No, we can't have that. We need AI to fucking do useful shit. You're Mike, I don't know if it's just the stream or if it's fucking this shit. I think your comments are coming in way delayed. Either that or you're just delayed in your response. I don't know what's going on. You see what I'm talking about, fam? I think you too, Jay. I don't know what the fuck. I'm pretty sure it didn't make any decent points at all. I bet you it's nothing to debunk every one of those goofy ass points. There's no way it's gonna make no decent points. When it comes to reality, no way. No. I'm telling you, damn, these comments are coming in fucking late. Or either that or they're behind or whatever the fuck. Because y'all responded to some shit I said like 20 minutes ago. Let me refresh this shit. This shit is tripping me out, man. No, I'm saying use it to help me out. Use it to help me. Help me. Help me. Nigga. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, your nonprofit is cool, but what about me? What about me? Me. Help me. Help me. 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 Cool, but me. You taking actions? Cool. Me though. Me though. Help me though. That's what I'm saying. Help me. That's cool. You used it for that. But I'm saying use it to help me too. Use it to help me too. Me. The ultimate RAGE. Your boy. Yours truly. The guy. This guy right here. Help your boy out. You learn how to build a cool. That's cool. Nice. Now help your boy out. Because this is the no cap zone, where we have a strict ass dress code. Knock it the hell off with that cap and shit, or move the hell around. Damn, y'all comments seem like they're coming in late as hell. Whatever, I'm just gonna pretend like it's catching up. Oh, gotta charge my fucking phone. But whatever, man. I think I'm gonna end the live here anyway, because I pretty much said what I need to say. Yeah, it's difficult to make progress because the powers that be make it so difficult for us to reach the fucking truth and spread the truth so that people can be well-informed citizens, so that we can work together interdependently with synergy to create a well-functioning society for ourselves, so that people aren't constantly caping and simping for these bullshit institutions that aren't doing shit to help us at all. It's bullshit. It would be so much better to fucking create a well-functioning society for ourselves if we could just tell the truth. But as you can see, they do everything fucking possible to prevent us from being able to actually make informed, reasonable, logical decisions that will best improve our quality of life. Instead, we have a nation full of people being placated to fucking be willfully ignorant, being entertained with bullshit, wallowing in delusional nonsense, perpetuating delusional nonsense, the shit that is failing not only to help us create a well-functioning society for ourselves, but that is helping to exacerbate the problems, making it even more difficult for us to create a well-functioning society for ourselves. We have to ensure that we can create a better society with logic, reason, fact-based evidence, empathy, and STEAM, science, technology, engineering, the arts, and mathematics, getting people in tune with what's going on, getting people to value education, to value the sciences, because these are our best tools for not only understanding reality, but using that wisdom to manipulate the reality to our collective benefit, so that we can move up on the Kardashev scale, so that we can advance as a society, so that we can create a well-functioning society for ourselves where we can actually enjoy life in real life and not delude ourselves into believing that even though everything's on fire, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here. No issues here. No, the goofies that were in the debates, they are not qualified. They're not qualified. They're not the best candidates we could have. Hell, I think more that some of y'all are better candidates. I would rather vote for some of y'all than these fucks who think migrants are eating dogs, or that 50,000 for small businesses is sufficient for being president. Anybody could say, hey, let's give money to fucking small businesses. Wow. Oh my God. Earth shattering. You know this article that talked about the best accomplishments for fucking Vice President Kamala Harris? They literally, and I shit you not, right? I shit you not. In fact, I'm gonna show you. I thought this shit was pathetic as fuck. I couldn't believe they really tried to say that this was the fucking best thing, or one of the best things that Kamala Harris did. Check this shit out before I get off of here. Where is it? Oh, here it goes. Check this. I can't believe they tout this as like one of her greatest accomplishments. Check this. Harris visited a Planned Parenthood clinic on March 14th, a historic first for any president or vice president while in office. Yeah, one of her biggest fucking accomplishments. That's an accomplishment. She went to a Planned Parenthood one time. Oh my God, stop the presses. She went to a Planned Parenthood. That means she is the greatest presidential candidate of all time. She went to a Planned Parenthood, y'all. Oh my God. That's where we're setting the standard. That's the standard. She went to a Planned Parenthood one time. To a Planned Parenthood. That makes her qualified to be the leader of America, even though we can't even have real conversations about all the type of shit I just said without people getting in their feelings, or worse, the fucking powers that be doing everything possible to try to shut us down and suppress us so that y'all can't be as informed as I am, as I try to be, so that I can't inform you, so that we can't inform each other, so that we can talk about these real issues and explain why these fucks are not the best candidates for president. As a matter of fact, the institution itself is outdated, antiquated. We need to either reform this shit to make it more modern or replace it with something more modern, because this system of government is antiquated, is out of date, and it is harming us now. It is not helping us. People, you know you have a shitty government where people would rather catch chlamydia and gonorrhea than fucking support this government. That means that they have failed miserably, so they need to knock it the fuck off, because this is the no cap zone where we have a strict dress code. Knock it the hell off with all that fucking cap and shit. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, turn on the notification bell, follow me on all my social medias. The links are in the descriptions. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Jay, I reinstated you in the Discord yesterday. You need to fucking start acting like a sensible person. If I tell you to get off some shit, get off of it. But you've been reinstated, you've been unblocked. So, yeah, she's black and she's a woman. They think that makes her qualified. Trust me, I know a lot of black women in my life. You know what I'm saying? I live in a predominantly black neighborhood. Trust me, being a black woman is definitely not enough to be qualified to lead the country. Okay? Motherfuckers need to knock it the fuck off with the nonsense. I know a lot of black women who would be shitty presidents. I know a lot of black women who would be shitty teachers. I know some who are shitty teachers. Shitty teachers, shitty fucking coaches, shitty fucking customer service reps and shit. Yeah, just because you're a black woman, just because you're a black woman, a black man, a white guy, a gay guy, a fucking trans person, does not mean that you're amazing. Does not mean that you're awesome and wonderful and totally amazing and wonderful. We gotta have higher standards for ourselves. Otherwise, what the fuck are we doing? What the hell are we doing as a fucking nation? What are we doing? If we don't have higher standards for ourselves, then why? Why do anything? Like I said, we're the greatest until you grade us. Long as you don't grade us. We're the greatest long as you don't grade us. We're the greatest long as you don't grade us. That's pathetic. If we want to be the greatest country in the world, why don't we do the fucking work of proving it? That means instead of people saying math too hard, science too hard, no, do your fucking homework, kids. Go to school, pay attention, read your fucking book, do the assignment, actually learn the shit, and you bitch ass parents need to knock it the fuck off with this willful ignorant shit. I don't know the math, I don't know the new stuff. Well, then learn it. Stop making bitch made ass, bullshit ass excuses as to what you can't do. That's why this is the no cap zone. We don't put a cap on what humanity is capable of. We're capable of everything. Why set the limit at the sky when there's a whole fucking cosmos out there that could be possibly infinite? Why aren't we going to explore and accomplish all of this shit? Oh, the pyramids had to be built by the fucking aliens? Well, why don't we build some more amazing shit like a O'Neill cylinder or some shit? Alright? This has been a presentation of the No Cap Zone. I'm going to take a 10-minute break, and then we are headed into the Discord, and we're going to chill until the fucking Bears game comes on. And then it's Go Bears! The Bears! Colin fucking whatever the... No, I said Colin. What the fuck is his name? My quarterback going to be the best. Caleb Williams gonna be the GOAT. Mark my words, gonna be the greatest quarterback of all time. Alright. If you ain't in the Discord, join the Discord. The link is on the motherfucking page. Exactly, it's the Bears. We're gonna kick it. Alright? So thank you for coming through. Love y'all. If I don't see y'all tomorrow, hey, be safe. And let's bring some sense to this crazy, fucking, ridiculous, mentally deficient world. Once and for all. Let's fight the good fight. Holla at your boy, man.